Ever dreamt of a future where your money multiplies while you sleep? Where your bank balance grows without you lifting a finger? What if that future is closer than you think? Today we're going to talk about where to invest your money in 2024 for long-term wealth. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, there's something for you in this video. There are some pretty exciting investment options in 2024. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on our next videos. Let's start by talking about why investment is so important. Why do we put our hard-earned money at risk? Well, let me tell you that investing is a crucial part of building financial security, not just for you, but potentially for generations to come. First of all, investing can lead to financial freedom. This doesn't mean luxury yachts and expensive watches, though it could. Financial freedom is about spending time as you wish without worrying about your next paycheck. Having the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have a safety net. And what about inflation? As it rises, every dollar you've saved buys a smaller percentage of a good or service over time. The value of money decreases over time because of inflation. But when you invest, you're aiming for a rate of return that outpaces this inflation, preserving the purchasing power of your money. So investing is a great way to build wealth over time. Thanks to the power of compound interest, your investments can grow exponentially in the long run. Albert Einstein once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." When you invest, you make money on the initial amount you put in, but also on the returns from those investments. Now, with a better understanding, let's talk about the emerging investment trends of 2024. Some of these trends on the horizon could reshape the investment landscape. First up, we have AI and technology stocks. These sectors are booming, and they're shaping the future right before our eyes. Studies suggest that companies that are leveraging AI and other advanced technologies are driving innovation and growth at an unprecedented rate. So, investing in these sectors could yield significant returns due to technological advancements and increased demand for digital services. There are some of the key players in this field. NVIDIA, known for its advanced chips, and Microsoft, which has partnered with ChatGPT creator OpenAI. There are also up-and-coming tech firms like Symbotic, which focuses on AI-driven robotics technology for distribution centers, and UiPath, which delivers business workflow automation through artificial intelligence. So do your homework before diving in. These sectors are subject to rapid changes and competition is fierce. Regulatory landscape and data privacy concerns are also important factors to consider. Next, let's talk about green and sustainable investments. As the world becomes more conscious of the environmental impact of our actions, companies that prioritize environmental, social, and governance (ESG) factors are attracting more investors. Now, these companies are also good for your portfolio. Studies have shown that companies with strong ESG practices tend to perform better financially in the long run. To achieve the goals set by the European Green Deal, the Commission has pledged to mobilize at least 1 trillion euros in sustainable investments over the next decade. And this includes the Just Transition Mechanism, which focuses on ensuring a fair and just transition to a green economy. Now let's move on to the fixed income market. With the expectation of higher interest rates, this market could see a resurgence. Bonds, especially high-quality ones, and government bonds in developed markets could become attractive investment options again. Given current yield levels, slowing growth, and continued disinflation, fixed income moves into the limelight, offering attractive prospects for investors. The U.S. job market has been surprisingly robust, keeping everyone on their toes about what the Fed might do next. At the same time, there are some positive trends shaping up as we navigate through a slowdown in the long-term demographic shifts. It's like a balancing act with both challenges and opportunities in the mix. So, the market could be gearing up for rate cuts sooner than expected, maybe even more aggressively than what the central bank is talking about. But there's still a lingering risk of inflation getting more entrenched, and European debt investors might be playing it safe until they see a clear shift in the disinflation trend. It's like a bit of a waiting game with some unpredictability in the mix. Next up, we have the global contrarian plays. Sometimes the best opportunities lie where others fear to tread. Investing in undervalued assets in economically sensitive sectors and in regions that are currently out of favor could yield significant returns. Now, these contrarian plays require careful research and a willingness to go against the crowd. Interestingly, Morningstar's been doing this cool thing called Buy the Unloved for 30 years. It's like they're the trendsetters of contrarian investing. They dig into categories that got the cold shoulder in the past year, the real unloved ones. Then they pick funds from there, steering clear of the loved ones with all the inflows. The tremendous rebound of stocks this year, despite the huge skepticism of much of the street, showed how profitable contrary stocks can be. Darling Ingredients, DR, should get a huge boost in 2024 from the anticipation of the launching of a sustainable aircraft fuel business by its joint venture in 2025. Moving on, let's talk about the metaverse. You know, the virtual reality space where users can actually interact with a computer-generated environment and other users is gaining traction. Well, tech giants are investing billions in it even more, making it a hot and exciting area for investment. Now, when it comes to potential returns, web-based tech is going all in to build the groundwork. Platforms like Roblox, Decentraland, and Sandbox are in the race to become the go-to portal. And don't forget about the Web3 studios TouchCast and TerraZero teaming up with big brands to grab their slice of the metaverse pie. The metaverse is happening, and companies better get their strategy game on. As for the key players, the heavyweights like Nvidia and Unity are pouring in big bucks to set up the metaverse infrastructure. Meanwhile, Roblox, Decentraland, and Sandbox, like we said, are jockeying to be the preferred portal. So all these emerging trends certainly offer exciting opportunities. But how do you get started with investing in these areas? Don't worry, we've got you covered. First of all, you need to set your financial goals very clearly. Ask yourself, are you saving for a house, your retirement, or your child's education? Or maybe you want to build an emergency fund. Doing this and your goals will guide your investment decisions. Next, you need to do your research. Proper, deep research. Understand the different investment options available to you. Try to learn about their potential returns and risks. Doing this will help you make informed decisions and benefit you long-term. And don't forget to diversify your investments. We've talked about this in many of our videos. Never put all your eggs in one basket. You need to diversify your investments across different asset classes and sectors. This can help spread the risk. If you still don't know where to start, or if you're new to investing, we suggest you watch our video on 12 dominant money strategies from 30 investing books. Moving on, once you know how to get started, the next step is to ensure that your wealth continues to grow over the long term. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? And one of the keys to building wealth is regular investing. This means consistently investing a certain amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of market conditions. This strategy, known as dollar-cost averaging, can help mitigate the impact of market volatility. Another important strategy is to reinvest your returns. This means taking the money you earn from your investments and investing it back. Trust me, it will benefit you even more and can lead to compounding returns, which can significantly increase your wealth over time. Finally, have patience. Building wealth takes time. So, don't be discouraged by short-term market fluctuations. Stay focused on your long-term goals. If you still find these emerging trends risky, you can always try traditional options like stocks, bonds, real estate, and crypto. Stocks represent ownership in a company, and they can provide significant returns if the company performs well. Whereas bonds are considered a much safer option as they represent a loan to a company or even government and provide regular interest payments. And we all are aware of real estate investing. It's a long-run game that involves buying properties for rental income or capital appreciation. We uncovered a lot today. We've talked about why investing is important, from beating inflation to securing your retirement. We've explored some exciting investment trends for 2024, including AI and technology stocks, green and sustainable investments, the fixed income market, global contrarian plays, and the rise of the metaverse. And we've also touched on traditional options like stocks, bonds, real estate, and cryptocurrencies. Finally, we've discussed how to get started with investing and strategies for building long-term wealth. So, Some pretty good investment options for long-term wealth in 2024, right? If you enjoyed the info in this video, we'd love to hear from you. What are your investment strategies for 2024? Are you excited about any of the trends we discussed today? Or maybe you have some other investment tips to share. Drop your comments below. And before you go, don't forget to check out our video on 12 dominant money strategies from 30 investing books. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.